I adore that girl. All right. And I will tell you, when I think of this product, I think of Rebecca, because we launched this product a couple years ago. And I said to her, listen, this is not some little fancy, tricky little steam cleaner. This is, and I said it, it's industrial. This is a tool that a restaurant would buy to clean their kitchen floors. It is the most powerful that we carry. We've got 266 degrees of heat and steam coming out of there. So if you want to sanitize and clean, at the same time you can do that. It comes out with 36 PSI, most powerful that we carry here at HSN. In fact, there's a restaurant called Casa de Pan, and I know the owner, and she's gonna buy this because she's like, I need a steamer for my kitchen in a restaurant. I said, buy this one. When you see how it works, it's professional quality. You've got the front steam jets that melt away the debris. It'll refresh your rugs with the carpet glider. We're giving you the 3-ply microfiber pads. And guess what? 5-year warranty. Lastly, that is the lowest price by $20 that we've ever done on this unit. I have a handful left. If you really want clean, you need the Euroflex Clean. Rebecca Wood is here. She's gonna tell us all about it. Hello, my love. How are you?
Oh, I'm so excited this is coming at the right time. Right?
I always say this. It's all about the boiler.
It's all about the boiler.
All about the boiler.
Kind of show you how it works. And let me tell you, this is the very latest unit. So the unit that we launched 2 years ago was 266 degrees.
Oh, is this more?
295.
Oh, 95, I gotta flip the 9 over.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow, so almost 300 degrees.
Almost 300 degrees. So you're getting true sanitization, and I think that's why this will be perfect for your
Love
friend.
it.
But what I love to say is that commercial grade steam for every single floor in your home, and it's lightweight and easy to use because that boiler, unlike having that canister that you always have to drag behind, it's right inside the unit. This is a look at it. It is that stainless steel boiler that's gonna superheat the water. Yeah, it's gonna 295 degrees. And inside that boiler is a thermostat that's going to maintain that heat. So from the first moment of clean to the last moment of clean, you're getting that true sanitization, and it weighs about a gallon of milk. So I love your story always about how these last forever. So that's why we can give you that 5-year warranty. You wanna see what this is gonna do? Take a look at what we have on the floor here. It is lightweight. The moment I take that handle back, look at that steam. Take a look. You know what? My favorite thing is to show this to people who have never seen it before to see their initial reaction. What I love to show you.
It's like a dragon.
It is. It does look like a dragon. What I love to show you is with most steamers, it goes through the unit, through the pad, finally onto the mess. This goes directly all the way on the floor, all the way around the unit to get that mess. That's why you're gonna get deodorization and sanitization.
Watch this, when we kick it in.
When you kick it up, so I have one rug in my house. Guess where my dog loves to lie? On that one rug. What I love to do is to take this after we've been outside. I know I'm getting rid of staph, E. coli,
refreshing
salmonella,
your carpet,
dust mites, pollen, allergens. So yes, you are gonna deodorize, but you're also gonna get that deep down sanitization as well.
Look at that. By the way, if you get an HSN credit card, we'll take another $50 off the price of this, which is a steal. I own one, I've had mine for years, I love it. When you see the pad after I clean my kitchen or bathroom floor, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was walking on that.
I know.
It's terrible. Here's a hardwood floor.
So remember, this is for every single floor in your home. And I'm saying wood floors too. Why can we say that? Because of our PSI. Take a look at that. You were talking about pressure. So most on the market, they're gonna be about 14 PSI. What do we have? 36 PSI. So between the steam and that pressure, you're gonna blast through the dirt. And then what's gonna happen is it's gonna dry right before your very eyes. Have you ever heard of a dry steam? Right? No? This is as close to a dry steam. It's a vapor. That's why it's called the vapor, because it dries in less than a minute, when most on the market is up to 10 minutes. So that's why when I first—
It's already dry.
Look at it, it's already dry. And when I first used it on my wood floors for 10 years, I was using the most expensive wood cleaner that you could get because I was taking care of my beautiful wood floors, one of my favorite things I have in the house. When I blasted through 10 years of that buildup of the cleaner, my floors looked brand new.
Look at this.
And when we go back, this is when you're gonna be able to say, as we cut through, look at the difference.
Look at the floor.
It dries right before your eyes.
You don't see
in
any
less than a minute.
puddling, no dripping. That's what you get on the cheaper models.
Yep.
And listen, we have all kinds of steamers here, and I'm not going to say one is better than the other. I will say you get what you pay for. And if you pay a little more for this, you will have this for at least 5 years, probably more like 20.
Right? Yeah.
With a 5-year warranty, but you will be able to do all kinds of different places in your home. Any sort of a floor surface, and it could be carpets, it could be tile, it could be linoleum, it could be anything. And when you see those pads, or you see or even sense that your carpet doesn't smell bad, because when you hold that steam for a prolonged period of time, it's going to help to sanitize and kill the nasty stuff that is in or on your floors.
Especially in your carpets,
yes,
right?
Yes, especially.
So one of
Carpets
the things
like
I
hair.
love, hair, exactly.
Yeah.
It just holds it in. And one of the things, I'm just gonna hang around this area here. You're gonna see why in just a minute. But one of the things I like to point out is when you buy a floor steamer, they're gonna give you that carpet pad, but then when you read the fine print, it says, not recommended for carpet. We're one of the few that can actually be recommended for carpet because that steam dries so quickly. You're never gonna have to worry about the pad underneath. Look at that, that is bone dry. What happens when this pad gets wet underneath when you're using those other steamers? You can get mold and bacteria and buildup, and that's what really ruins the floors. Here, you can see it completely stays dry. The other thing that I love, you mentioned the pads. Our pads are actually larger than the unit itself. Let me tell you, I'm gonna take this pad off actually before. Every square inch of this has been designed beautifully. It was designed actually by an Italian family. We're behind some of the biggest names when it comes to steam clean, but we knew we could do it in a unit that you could bring into your home and get every floor surface clean. What are you looking at here? That's our integrated heat plate. What is that gonna do? It's going to actually superheat the pad as well. So you've got the steam, you've got the heated pad, that's what's gonna sanitize. That means you're not moving that mess from point A to point B, you're blasting through it and getting rid of it for good.
Yeah.
You also see, I love this thing, I wanna show you here, it's a step here, so you never have to touch the mess. You can just put your foot there.
See, that's a big deal.
And you can
I
wash
love stuff
them.
like that.
It's the little
Yeah,
things
little
that make a
things.
huge difference.
Well, you mentioned Italian company, and it's funny how many products I have that are like appliance type of products that are made in Italy. They're
do everything
craftsmanship
better.
is a wonderful, and this is one of those companies. And guys, we are doing a deal, lowest price ever. I had 1,100. I don't know, what do I have left, Kyle? 860 left. These go quickly. Whether you own a restaurant or a cafe or a home or a condo or an apartment, you want your floors to be clean. And let me tell you, Rebecca knows this, ever since I got my dog Ripley,
Oh, I love
I got puppy prints on my kitchen floor. I got rugs that smell a little like dog.
Yep,
And
just happens.
I'm not gonna have somebody come in to clean runners for 75 bucks each. I pull this out, I run it along the carpet, the odor goes away.
Completely.
It neutralizes that odor.
It's killing the dust mites. It's
Yeah.
killing the dander, the allergens, staph, E. coli, salmonella. It's actually sanitizing it. You don't always hear this. Look at this. That's the stainless steel boiler superheating that water to 295 degrees. And then with that PSI is the pressure. Love what you're doing there. It billows out. That's why it's gonna dry. I keep going over this and it dries before I even get back to the other side again. Our PSI is 36. It's more than double. Can I also show you one of my favorite things? So yes, this unit is gonna be unlike any steam cleaner you've ever seen before, but we wanna make sure the entire experience is out of this world.
By the
Something
way,
that you talked about.
You know what I love about it too?
What?
Stands up on its own.
Yes, and the fact that you just have to pull back and it starts steaming. So this is the steam you get without using that trigger. So you don't have to use that trigger. It's gonna go through and you're gonna get that sanitization. But if you really wanna get that powerful steam, you've got
I
that
always
mess.
hit that steam button. I love it.
There's a little trigger right up here. Once I hit that, it's a trigger button, you see those frontal steam boosting jets that just blast out that steam, and that is going to give you an extra boost of steam to kind of blast through the mess.
So we were talking about
Yes.
these Italian companies do. They do little things like the little tag, so you don't have to touch the pad.
Exactly.
And how to fill it.
How to fill
This
it.
bottle is genius.
It might be one of my favorite things about it.
I love it.
Because what don't you like about steamers, whether they're handheld steamers or floor steamers?
Trying to pour water in your
Trying to put
iron.
the water in, right, and you have a big mess. Pretend this is actually the tank inside of your steamer. This is the water bottle you're gonna get. You can see as I go upside down, no drips whatsoever, but as I'm gonna put there and I push down, there's a mechanism built
Let's
in.
get a close up, hold on.
Should I stop real quickly?
Stop.
All right.
We wanna get really close, right here.
So the water is right here.
There you go.
The mechanism is built in here, but when I push down, you can see it's filling
That's
up.
how we fill it.
Once that mechanism touches the water, it stops. And then when you go up, there's no dripping. So you never have to guess, is it full? Is it, you know, did I fill it enough?
It
Is
just
it not
makes,
full?
it makes filling it so easy.
So
And that's
easy.
always one of those things where, oh my gosh, somebody left it empty. It's like every time when Danny was living with me, I'd be like, dude, when you iron your clothes, fill the iron back up
Right.
when you leave.
But when you can't see and you don't know exactly how much it is, this is gonna always fill it to the exact amount that you need.
Let's show everybody what you get.
Yeah.
So when you order, you get the brand new machine, all right? And again, like I said, if you own a restaurant, cafe, whatever, you'd love this. Even better if you're a homeowner because you're getting something that's overbuilt. We're gonna give you the parking pad for the machine after you use it. We're gonna give you the runner, which is for your carpets, okay? We're gonna give you not one, not two, but 3 of these pads. And by the way, you don't throw these away.
No,
Use them
keep
over
washing
and
them.
over and over and over again. Do you put yours in the dryer or do you let them like air dry?
I put them in the dryer.
Yeah, I do too, because I wasn't sure. Some of them with their microfiber, you don't want to do that, but these aren't going to shrink.
High grade microfiber.
Yeah, these are really, really good. All that is included, and our price today is the lowest it's ever been. We are getting busy. Rebecca and I have done this many times, and we know it takes about 8 minutes, and everybody's like, this is the
Then you
machine I've
see
been
it.
looking for.
Exactly.
Let me just tell you, if you like to walk barefoot in your house, get this.
Yes.
If you have a dog or a cat, because the last
Or
time
kids.
I checked, they don't wear little boots on their feet, especially my dog, and I see what my dog gets into. And you don't want to transfer that nastiness onto your feet, then you need to clean your floors properly. This is not a luxury item. This is an industrial floor cleaner. It's the best one that we sell. And I said before, I can say that because I know all the machines. And listen, if you're at a price point, you can only afford $50, buy a $50 steamer. But if you can afford this one, this is the way to go.
And what I love is that we're using that stainless steel boiler. That's the difference. So what you're seeing here is I'm deodorizing, I'm sanitizing. My favorite thing is my wood floors though. We are on every single floor surface that is sealed. You're gonna be able to use this. What is the magic all about? It is going to be housed in the actual unit. You see that stainless steel boiler. There's a thermostat inside that's going to keep that water at 295 degrees. There is a 5-year warranty on the entire unit. So when you get this home,
Such a
you
good
have
machine.
peace of mind. One of the other things that we do differently from others on the market, you see these coils here? We heat those so the calcification never goes
Yeah.
into the unit.
No.
So those are the things that make a big difference. If you've ever had a steamer and you have that calcifications that ruin the unit, we fix that with these coils.
And you know what they do? What they do is they'll put either a very thick industrial plastic for the boiler, or they'll use aluminum.
Heat exchange, they
Yeah,
use it, yes.
and the problem with aluminum too is it's a conductor of heat. It actually lets the heat out. So what's nice about having that stainless steel boiler, and by the way, this thing, it's heavy duty.
It is
I always like to
stainless
do this.
steel.
I like to tap it. Listen. I mean, that sounds like an industrial fuel tank.
Yes.
Listen, that's how heavy gauge this is. You won't be able to see it because it's inside the machine, but that's why we like to show it to you. But
also how lightweight it is when you see that.
And not only that, when you demonstrate products for a living, like you do, and I do,
Yeah.
you love it when you got one that you know performs every time.
I get so
Every
excited.
time.
I get so
Because, and
excited for
listen,
people to get this
sometimes
home.
stuff doesn't work. Plugs, it's a product. Most of them are perfect. But you get one that's been used and used and used. We never have an issue with this. Even,
No.
on or off camera.
You know what's so funny is so many times we'll have what we're called samples that we bring in to use to show you how they're used on air. And we'll have a whole bunch of them and have to change them out every once in a while. We're using the same one that we had from that first order because they last forever. Take a look at that steam. Remember, that steam's gonna go all the way around the unit to the actual floor instead of through the unit, through the pad, finally to the mess, losing that important 295-degree steam. Not with ours, it's gonna go right onto the mess. Then you've got that frontal steam boosting jets. Do you see there's 4 of them there? That's gonna blast through any of the sticky, stuck-on messes. Sanitizing, deodorizing, you're gonna get rid of salmonella, E. coli, bacteria, but also dust mites, allergens, dander. And then with our PSI, that is so important. So many times you're gonna go through and you can see the difference there. Now, what I'm gonna do is go on to the dark wood floors, because this is, so I have 3 daughters, 2 dogs.
Dark floors don't lie.
No, dark, and that's what I have. All of my floors are dark. And I've been using for 10 years, very expensive wood floor cleaner. And what would happen is I'd clean it, and within minutes, I'd see my little daughter's footprints. And I was like, okay, I just have to live with that. The very first time I used this on my dark wood floors, and it went through, and it blasted through 10 years of buildup of that cleaner, you see the difference. This is gonna blast through the mess. My floors look brand new after 10 years, and then you watch it dry.
You know, it's funny too, when you use this, you're like, man, I suck. My floors have really been dirty.
You don't realize,
when you use this machine on a hardwood floor that you haven't cleaned, like steam cleaned, it comes back to life. The shine, the depth of the color of the wood. I mean, look at that.
We have different jobs at home for cleaning, and my 19-year-old daughter actually asked to do this one because it's the biggest bang.
You have the cutest family of all time.
I'm very lucky.
Amazing.
I'm really lucky there, and I love that they love cleaning, especially with this. But remember, it's for every single floor surface too, and thank you for saying that. But